Bitcoin is more than just a digital currency. It is a revolutionary technology that has captured the attention of investors, institutions, and governments worldwide. Over the past decade, Bitcoin has evolved from a niche experiment to a significant asset class. This transformation has been driven by several factors, solidifying Bitcoin's position as a compelling investment opportunity. In its early days, Bitcoin was often dismissed as a passing fad. Critics questioned its security, scalability, and long-term viability. However, Bitcoin has consistently overcome these challenges, proving its resilience and potential. Today, Bitcoin is recognized as a store of value, a medium of exchange, and a hedge against economic uncertainty. The growth of Bitcoin has been nothing short of remarkable. From its humble beginnings, Bitcoin has achieved a market capitalization surpassing that of many established assets. This surge in value reflects the growing confidence in Bitcoin's underlying technology and its potential to disrupt traditional financial systems. One of the most significant developments in Bitcoin's evolution has been the increasing adoption by institutional investors. Major corporations like MicroStrategy, Tesla, and SpaceX have added Bitcoin to their balance sheets. These companies recognize Bitcoin as a valuable asset that can potentially hedge against inflation and diversify their portfolios. MicroStrategy, a business intelligence firm, has been a vocal proponent of Bitcoin, accumulating a significant amount of Bitcoin in its corporate treasury. Tesla, the electric vehicle manufacturer led by Elon Musk, also made headlines with its substantial Bitcoin purchase. These investments by prominent companies have legitimized Bitcoin in the eyes of traditional finance. Moreover, governments have also started exploring Bitcoin's potential. Some countries are considering adopting Bitcoin as a reserve currency, recognizing its decentralized nature and potential to reduce reliance on traditional financial systems. This growing interest from institutional players signifies a fundamental shift in how Bitcoin is perceived. Bitcoin is becoming increasingly accessible to the average investor. The approval of Bitcoin exchange-traded funds, or ETFs, in the United States was a pivotal moment. ETFs allow investors to gain exposure to Bitcoin without directly owning or managing the underlying asset. This development has simplified the process of investing in Bitcoin, making it more appealing to a wider range of investors. Furthermore, user-friendly applications and hardware wallets have made it easier than ever to buy, sell, and store Bitcoin securely. Hardware wallets like Trezor and Ledger provide offline storage solutions, protecting users' Bitcoin holdings from online threats. These advancements have made Bitcoin more accessible to individuals, regardless of their technical expertise. The increasing availability of educational resources has also contributed to Bitcoin's broader adoption. Online courses, podcasts, and community forums provide valuable information for individuals seeking to understand Bitcoin's technology, investment potential, and broader implications. This accessibility has empowered individuals to participate in the growing Bitcoin ecosystem. Bitcoin's decentralized nature is one of its most appealing features. Unlike traditional currencies, which are controlled by governments and central banks, Bitcoin operates on a decentralized network. This means that no single entity can manipulate or control Bitcoin, making it resistant to censorship and government interference. This characteristic is particularly attractive to individuals living in countries with political instability or economic uncertainty. Bitcoin offers a way to protect their wealth from government seizure, capital controls, or hyperinflation. The ability to transfer Bitcoin quickly and securely across borders also makes it an attractive alternative to traditional remittance methods. Bitcoin's borderless nature has significant implications for global trade and finance. It has the potential to reduce the cost of cross-border transactions and facilitate financial inclusion for the unbanked population. By bypassing traditional financial intermediaries, Bitcoin offers a more efficient and accessible way to transfer value worldwide. Section 5. A hedge against uncertainty. In today's uncertain economic environment characterized by rising inflation, geopolitical tensions, and market volatility, Bitcoin has emerged as a potential hedge against traditional assets. As governments print more fiat currency, Bitcoin's limited supply of 21 million coins becomes increasingly attractive to investors seeking to preserve their purchasing power. Larry Fink, CEO of BlackRock, the world's largest asset manager, has acknowledged Bitcoin's potential to rival the US dollar. He noted that Bitcoin could evolve into a global market asset, particularly in countries experiencing high inflation or currency devaluation. This recognition from prominent figures in traditional finance further underscores Bitcoin's growing importance. Bitcoin's correlation to other asset classes, such as stocks and bonds, is relatively low. This means that Bitcoin's price movements are not necessarily tied to the performance of traditional markets. This characteristic makes Bitcoin a potentially valuable tool for portfolio diversification, reducing overall portfolio risk. Section 6. Bitcoin versus fiat currencies. Bitcoin's rise coincides with a period of growing distrust in traditional financial systems. Central banks around the world have engaged in unprecedented monetary expansion, leading to concerns about inflation and the debasement of fiat currencies. Bitcoin, with its fixed supply and decentralized nature, offers an alternative to the current monetary system. In countries like Turkey and Argentina, where hyperinflation has eroded the value of their national currencies, Bitcoin has gained significant traction. Citizens have turned to Bitcoin as a way to protect their savings and make everyday purchases. This trend highlights Bitcoin's potential as a viable alternative in countries facing economic challenges. Bitcoin's transparency and immutability also make it an attractive alternative to fiat currencies. Every transaction on the Bitcoin blockchain is recorded permanently and publicly, making it difficult for fraud or manipulation to occur. This level of transparency is in stark contrast to traditional financial systems, which are often opaque and susceptible to corruption. Section 7. Bitcoin's growing infrastructure. Bitcoin's infrastructure has improved significantly over the past decade. The Lightning Network, a second-layer payment protocol built on top of the Bitcoin blockchain, has significantly increased transaction throughput. This technology allows for faster and cheaper Bitcoin transactions, making it more practical for everyday use. The increase in the Bitcoin network's hash rate, which measures the computational power dedicated to securing the network, is another testament to its growing strength and security. A higher hash rate makes it more difficult and expensive for malicious actors to attack the network, enhancing Bitcoin's overall security. The development of new technologies and applications built on the Bitcoin blockchain is also contributing to its growth and adoption. From decentralized finance, DeFi applications to non-fungible tokens, NFTs, the Bitcoin ecosystem is constantly evolving, creating new possibilities for innovation and investment. Section 8. Addressing environmental concerns. One of the criticisms leveled against Bitcoin has been its energy consumption. Bitcoin mining, the process of validating transactions and securing the network, requires significant computational power. However, the industry has made progress in addressing these concerns. Many Bitcoin mining operations are transitioning to renewable energy sources, such as hydroelectric, solar, and wind power. This shift towards sustainable energy sources is reducing Bitcoin's environmental impact. Additionally, advancements in mining hardware are improving energy efficiency, further mitigating environmental concerns. It's also important to consider the environmental impact of traditional financial systems. The printing, transportation, and security of fiat currency also consume significant energy and resources. When compared to the traditional financial system, Bitcoin's energy consumption may not be as significant as often portrayed. Section 9. A future built on Bitcoin. Bitcoin's journey over the past decade has been marked by innovation, adoption, and resilience. From its humble beginnings, Bitcoin has emerged as a transformative technology with the potential to reshape the global financial landscape. The factors discussed above highlight why Bitcoin is a stronger investment today than ever before. As institutional adoption continues, accessibility improves, and the regulatory landscape evolves, Bitcoin is poised for further growth and mainstream acceptance. While past performance is not indicative of future results, Bitcoin's track record of overcoming challenges and delivering impressive returns suggests that it remains a compelling investment opportunity for those seeking to diversify their portfolios and participate in the future of finance. Bitcoin's story is still being written. Its potential to empower individuals, disrupt traditional systems, and create a more equitable and accessible financial system is just beginning to be realized. As we move forward, Bitcoin's role in the world is likely to become even more significant.